I think Ange, the Tottenham manager, has just made my job easier this morning. The concept of an external noise, but still fixating on his dreams and aspirations of what he said he would achieve and what he would believe. And I'm going to link that to this video because it's going to be like walking into a room and hitting a light switch where the lights are going to go on and you're going to be able to see something from a different perspective. And then it's about understanding when you get into that garden with a watering can, what are you watering? Are you watering a rose bush or are you watering weeds? And then what can happen and what's constructed within your mind. Ange's is a perfect example of not having a great week season, but in terms of that final that he won, he has been fixated even when he's been getting interviewed publicly. You're watching what's getting constructed within his mind, and that's what this video is about. I'm going to develop you in such a way to ask you right now, where do you live in your mind, past, present or future? Where did Ange live? He lived in the future. He knows what's going to happen, and that energy is getting portrayed because he's changing the voices and pictures and movies in people's heads. He's associating people who's in the club towards his goals that they believe, hence why they won the final last night. But the construction of sensory language within your mind is very important to what you'll achieve your whole life. That is 40 years of evidence, and I'm going to tell you how I constructed that and brought everything that's in that book from in here to a reality. Now, I'm not going to go into meditation and stillness and brainwaves because 100% that's got a lot to do with it. But let's talk about your dreams and aspirations. Where are they? How far can you see the road ahead? But through sensory language, even if we go visual, auditory, kinesthetic, I'm a very visual, kinesthetic person. But I know that because I've understood every aspect of who I am. How are you wired? Do you know if you're visual? Do you know if you're auditory? Do you know if you're kinesthetic? Do you know where you live within time and space within your head? But one thing I do know, we're doing this for 40 years, is when people come in and see me and ask them what they want, when they start talking about their dreams and aspirations, that's the size of the movies that are in their head. When I say, can I go first? I start going really passionate, with full of purpose, but I start to become emotional. Then the person looks at me as if I'm the crazy man. But my dreams and aspirations are not that size. So think about it. If you're looking at something into the future, even if we go to the end of the year, and you're looking at something and manifesting it that size within your head, that ain't going to even shift you. So the concept of where's the pictures and the movies, the sounds, the orchestra, the feelings intensifying in your body, what are you creating within your head? And the reason why you're not is because you're paying too much attention to the past experience, you're paying too much attention to external voices, and that's manifesting and it's crippling you and grounding you, which means when you think of your goals, that's the size. And I'm going to leave it with this. When you want to know the idea of what Stevie Kidd did with the 1% mindset, but what he's done for 40 years is because of this. Just the same thing as I'm doing in Dubai. What size are your goals in your head? That's the concept of what goes on in my head. That's a picture that's just arrived. It's my new frame. It's the size of the solar system. The whole solar system. So what does that mean? That means the reason why I'm like this is because through sensory language, visuals, auditory, kinesthetic, they're life size. I'm not associated to it. My movies are not that size. You're never going to take action if that's the size of your movies in your head. You've got to make them life size. You've got to associate to them. You've got to close off the past. I can't even see yesterday. You've got to pay attention to the now and pay attention to the association of where you're going. But you need to go into the future, drop down, and when the movie's at this size, you need to connect to them. And you need to start stopping the fears and the voices in your head that's telling you can't do something. So all your problems and aspirations, put it to the one side, push it away like a shooting star, and all your dreams and aspirations, start to make them life-size and real, and start associating to that. So start becoming more interested in watering the roses and killing the weeds. What size are the dreams in your head? Guess what size they are when you start coming to the pathway? Life size, and you start to live and have energy and a zest for life because you start getting out your bed in the morning with no alarm clock.